Hey yo, it's your girl Kool Kase. Tune in to my YouTube channel every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You heard it right here. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. It's Kicking It with Kool Kase. What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Kool Kase. Must be Wednesday, 7 o'clock, because you tuned in with me right now. Alright, so in today's episode, we got the homie Young Brew coming through. He gonna tell y'all a little bit about himself, tell y'all about his EP that just got released. So get calm, go get your beverage, go get your bag of chips, your popcorn, whatever it is that you need to munch on, and relax. So you tuned in with me. What up, what up, what up? It's your girl Kool Kase. Got the homeboy Young Brew in the building. Good to have you on the set, you know what I mean?
Ain't no doubt, man. Appreciate having us, bro.
Alright, no doubt. So we're going to hop right into this. You know, there's a couple people that might not know who you are, might not know what it is that you do. So why don't you go ahead and enlighten them, let them know who you are, let them know what it is that you do.
It's the K Young Brew, man, straight out of Pittsburgh. You already know, man. Rapper, producer, engineer. Got my own studio up and running. Looking to do big things in the upcoming year, that's for sure.
You know, I've been watching you for a while, you know what I mean? I heard you from a few years ago. I see the progression that you made, and you know, you made a lot of progression, so congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
Also want to congratulate you on, you had an EP that just got released about a month or so ago,
The Young
right?
Brew extended play, yeah.
Okay. So I heard a few jams off of it. I definitely dig them, you know, so how's that going so far?
I mean, it's going great. We learned a lot of things from the progression of actually making it. We had two producers work on it, AR and JPEG the Juggernaut from Pittsburgh. And I mean, there's a lot of things we learned as far as the business side as well. How to sell it, how to get it digitally distributed, how to copyright it, how to get it where it needs to be heard, so to speak. So I mean, it was a great learning experience. I'm definitely looking forward to going at it again with the next project. The things that we learned and the knowledge that we did gain from releasing this project.
Okay, so how's it going so far, you know, as far as like sales and things like that?
I mean,
Is it going as you expected?
The one thing that we did not expect was as far as the marketing scheme. We learned a lot as far as marketing and publishing. So this time around, we're going to definitely get into the marketing and publishing, but I mean, sales are a lot better than what we expected. The people that are supporting are a lot better than we expected. The rapport we get with the other people in the industry as well as fans, I mean, it was a great experience all the way around.
Okay, now, you being from Pittsburgh, and you know, I deal with a lot of Pittsburgh artists and companies, you know, out of Pittsburgh on the show. And one thing, you know, is that everybody always complains about, say they love the city, however, the city doesn't really support. So, like you said, you've been getting a lot of support. Have you been getting a lot of support from your city, or has most of your support and downloads been from other areas?
Honestly, it's scattered. I mean, as an artist, you kind of have to have the mindset: are you going to be a Pittsburgh rapper, or a rapper from Pittsburgh, or an artist from Pittsburgh? So, I mean, the thing that you got to realize is everybody in the city of Pittsburgh can hate you. Everybody can hate you, but there's so many different areas in the United States, as well as Pennsylvania, and the world, that you can have a market in. But I mean, as far as I go, I definitely have a lot of support in the city of Pittsburgh, but I believe the city to be somebody that's hard to win over, but once you win over, they're going to do or die for you. So I mean, as far as I go, I just continue to try and show the city what I represent and try and put them in a good light and show the city what city kids do. You know, what we do is living here. Try and rep it in a good way. I hope you follow.
So, how long you been in the rap game? How long you been rapping?
I mean, my first studio song that I recorded, I was 15 years old. But I mean, as far as taking it serious and actually trying to make it a business, I'd probably say like 17. Being in it so young and not really having a lot of people to go to at a young age to see what I had to do and do it correctly, I mean, we probably didn't end up starting to take things literally serious until I was like 19 years old.
Okay, so that's just a few years ago.
Yeah, about 3-4 years ago is when we started taking them out.
That's cool. So, you remember the first song that you ever wrote?
Yeah, I absolutely do. It was to Juicy, Biggie Smalls instrumental. I had 5 instrumentals on my computer. I wrote like 8 songs to each of them.
And the first one was the Juicy beat.
Yeah.
How'd it go? You remember it?
I don't remember any bars off of it. And honestly, my computer crashed that I had it on. So I remember it as being hard, but I'm sure, you know, if I go back and listen to it now, it's probably a different story.
I can dig it. Alright, so you got anything coming up in the near future?
We actually got a single Shot of Patron dropping in November 18th. Looking forward to that. I mean, we did a lot more investigation, like I was saying, from the extended play. We learned a lot of how to do it right. So we got a lot of different visuals going out, the videos, the video for Instagram. We have a lot of different things going with that, as well as with our 3 websites. We're pushing for the single to be released, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting it out. I mean, it's a party jam, something to listen to in the club, on the way to the club. So looking forward to the feedback, you know.
I definitely seen the promo video.
Yeah.
The bottles of Patron all lined up.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I seen the promo video. You know, it's nice. So, where can people find you? If they wanted a feature, they wanted to book you for a show, or they just wanted to check you out, where can they find you?
Well, any bookings you can get at me at mgmt@youngbrew.com. That's YUNGBRU.com. If you're looking to see what we're doing as far as shows or singles releasing, you can check me out on youngbrew.com. My latest mixtape that dropped for free, the last free download that I released would be on music.youngbrew.com. If you're looking for the EPK, it's on info.youngbrew.com.
Okay, so what social media networks?
You can get at me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, anything socially is going to be the same thing. Young Brew. That's YUNGBRU.
There it is. Everything Young Brew.
You already know.
All right. So, what keeps you motivated in this game?
It keeps me motivated. I mean, as far as an artist, I think daily life is what keeps me motivated, because what I learned to do is it's kind of like therapeutic. You know, when I first started rapping, all my songs weren't about everything I did. It was just things that I had to get off my chest. So I mean, growing into the songwriting process and seeing how different people do things, I kind of learned that it's kind of like a journal. You just keep tabs of what you do, and you make songs on what you do. So, I mean, if I have a good night, forgot with a couple of my boys, we have a real good time, we're probably gonna find a party song coming out of me in the next couple of days. If I'm chilling at the house and don't feel like doing nothing, it's probably gonna be either a laid up song or, you know what I mean, a relaxed jam. So I mean, I just try and write on what I do. That's all.
Okay. So, I mean, I know since you started and over the past probably about years that I've been I mean, I know you for a couple of years now, but probably over the past year I've been seeing you do some major shows.
And opportunities open up for Slang, La Coca Nostra, Ritz, Potluck, Bizarre from B12. I mean, we've been blessed with a lot of opportunities early in the industry to actually be able to be heard on the plateau where we need to be heard, especially with the live performances. I mean, the reputation you have with doing the bigger shows and people coming at me to do the bigger shows has definitely risen as well. I mean, the name itself is starting to ring bells, so now when people are coming in, it seems that we're getting a little bit more phone calls, a little bit more opportunity. So it's definitely a blessing all the way around.
Definitely. Now, you see that you produce and engineer and all of that. You know, tell us a little bit about that. Where's your studio located, or working with somebody?
Studios right over in Avalon. It's like 5 minutes down the road from the city, 165. I actually started producing because I didn't have anywhere to go to record. I was recording with this guy when I was real young, and me and him ended up having a falling out over something stupid. I can't remember what it was. And I ended up selling my PlayStation 3 to get my first microphone. Once I got my first microphone, I bought Mixcraft with a little bit of money that I had, and I started recording, and I started learning, digging into YouTube and forums, and now I got a studio that puts out radio quality music. So I mean, I definitely took a long time to be able to learn how to do things the right way and get it sounding right, but once I did, I mean, it's more of a playground than it is working now.
Okay, so what's your hourly rates and all that so that people can know in case they want to, you know, how can they get in contact with you as far as
you can get at me on Facebook, like we were mentioning, at youngbrew.com, management@youngbrew.com. I mean, I'm pretty flexible. Yeah, I'm pretty flexible on wages. If I have to work with people, I will just, you know, check out. But it's only $20 an hour, and I include mixing and mastering with that. So everything's a flat rate.
$20 an hour to get your song mixed, recorded, mixed, mastered, all that. Go holla at Young Brew, man. I'm telling y'all, radio quality music. Alright, so what I want to hear.
You want to hear something?
I want to hear something. Let me hear you drop them bars.
I'm backing out my cocky shit, and every time I'm talking it, your chick be all on top of it. It's like she riding with me in the whip. And while she is, man, I watch her sing along to this. Yeah, they wanna talk but won't try me though. They wanna knock the whole team like some dominoes. But won't this, cause they fearing all the counterflow. So know I knock them down like I'm yelling at Geronimo. They wanna hate but won't stop it. They sideline tripping like the homie Mike Tomlin. They say they spit sick but your kids straight vomit. And every time I do you hear the crowd with they applauding. It's like who died and gave the kid the throne. Cause every time I'm spitting, man, I'm sounding like they older bro. They say they love it cause the shine, man, it comes and goes. But no one understands this is the life that I fucking chose.
Young Brew, you just killed that right there. Alright, so coming up in the industry as a Caucasian rapper, you know, did you receive a lot of negativity or people trying to deter you from doing what you wanted to do, or you know, what type of feedback did you used to get from people, or do you still get from people?
I mean, that comes all along with the territory as well, because I mean, I think it's all about selling what you do and selling who you are. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was younger, don't get it wrong. I mean, I seen seen everybody else do it, and I was kind of nervous, but I mean, Eminem kind of took it away, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, there's a chance, you know. No, I'm just playing. I mean, me myself, I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I'm not a seller. You know what I mean? Like, I like to have fun. I smoke weed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. At the same time, I think if you portray who you are, you're not really worried about an image so much. So, you know, me personally, when I was coming up, if people seen I was rapping, they'd think, you know, oh, dude's talking like he got a gal on his way, selling this and selling that. But when people took the time to listen and actually see the message I was delivering, knowing me as a person, they kind of realized, like, all right, so, you know, he's keeping it real. And then slowly them haters or them people saying what they were saying started to adapt into seeing me actually start to do things and took the time to listen. So I think it's a lot of naysay until they actually take the time to listen, and then when they do and they see who you are, what you say you are, everything kind of changes.
Being an artist, you know, rapper, artist, whatever it is that, you know, you portray yourself to be.
Yeah.
Any youngin coming up in the game that's like, I want to be a rapper. I want to be like you. White, black, boy, girl, don't matter.
Right.
With some words of encouragement or something that you would provide to them as far as them wanting to become a rapper or something like that in the entertainment industry.
I mean, the one thing that I would say is everybody starts with a significant sound, and people start to either do one or two things. They either start to hear what the people want to hear, and they start to hear the industry, and they start to adapt their sound to what other people want to hear, and they continue on their own path. One thing I would say is continue on your own path, because the industry right now is flooded with so many people that rap the same exact way, and nobody wants the second of somebody. They want the first of their own thing to be able to sell it, to be able to market, because people haven't heard that yet. It's fresh and it's new to them. Determination, relentlessness. I mean, you can't take no for an answer. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep going. Every day is a new lesson. You know, if you don't want to do music for the final product of the music, I wouldn't even step into it, because the realms of the business is so much deeper and so much more stressful than what anybody would realize. Where if you're not in it for the love of the music, then I wouldn't even continue to pursue it. Know your business. Don't sign nothing without a lawyer.
So, from the words, you know, from the mouth of Young Brew, keep doing what you're doing. Don't take no for an answer. And at the end of the day, you're Kool Kase.
The kid Young Bro, you
Kicking it with Kool Kase.
You now started with a shot of Patron in. Ain't stopped till 6 in the morning. What's your name? What's your sound? Where you came with? You leave with me and I'ma show you to a lane switch. Go and drop it on, go and drop it, go and take it down to the floor. Until she pop it in.